Hi, hi everyone. Hope you all can see my screen. So we are going live with our next session. Welcome to JiraCon. Hope you're enjoying the session so far. So we'll be talking about how Atlassian community embodies the Atlassian culture. And today we have a moderator and co-host. I'll call him Sajid, who's also a community leader at Atlassian community. So we have Sajid who's going to take up your questions towards the end. So feel free to put your Q&A in questions in the Q&A box. So we'll take those up towards the end. So with that, I'll introduce myself. I am Tamanna. I joined Atlassian in February 2020. That's right before COVID started. So I was like, Atlassian, I had heard a lot about Atlassian. And when I joined, it was like, went to the office, it was much like a coffee shop. It was like so beautiful. And 2 weeks in, and I was told that we are required to work from home because of COVID situation. I was heartbroken because I was like, I'm going to miss this office space. I'm going to miss the vibe that we have. So all those came to my mind, but luckily for me, we were able to replicate all those things even while working remotely. So today I thought when Sajid talked about JiraCon, I thought why not talk about Atlassian values. And since I'm working in Atlassian community, I saw those values are deeply imbibed in all our community leaders and how they interact on the online forum and through events. So keeping those in mind, I've created this presentation to go through my journey in the past 1.5 years. So let's get started. I'll start with Atlassian's mission. So at Atlassian, we believe that behind every great human achievement, there is a team. Our mission is to unleash the potential of every team. So with this powerful statement, I see what goes right behind this powerful mission is the values, and those values we are going to touch upon going forward. But before we do that, I would like you all to tell me more about which of the Atlassian tools you use for team collaboration. So maybe just put those in the chat box, and I'll have a peek once the session is over. So these are some of the products that Atlassian has. You all might be aware about Jira software, but my personal favorite is Confluence and Trello. And it is a total game changer in the remote environment. So those are my favorites. Now moving on to today's agenda. We are going to talk about Atlassian community and how the Atlassian values come live there. We'll also talk about some of the magic moments that I've experienced working with community leaders and Atlassian team. So we'll share that. Then if you're new to Atlassian community, which are the places where you can start and explore and experience how each and every community member come forward to support you, to cheer you up. And so we'll talk about those. And towards the end, we'll pick the questions that you have posted and answer those. Now, these are 5 core values, and these, as you see, are very bold statements that we make, but each and every individual on the team has, we have by-hearted these values. So open company, no BS, play as a team, build with heart and balance, be the change you seek, and don't F the customer are some of the values that we live and breathe. So walking you through these values would be interesting. So let's go dip into these. When we talk about open company, no BS, we feel that this is at root level for us. Information, whether it is internal, whether it is external, we by default, we feel that we should share with everyone. So even if I'm starting a new project, it is open and there are brainstorming opportunities with the team members, with other folks that can come in and chime in and ask questions, raise concerns, and we are all in to solve those and So that is at the core of our value system. So openness is the core. And how I've seen these happening in Atlassian. So we have seen the CXOs doing the town halls. We have these weekly town halls where Mike and Scott come. They talk about product updates, they talk about company updates, and they also talk about how they are coping with COVID, how they're coping with stressful situations, and how we as individuals can learn from their experiences, share what we are going through. And these town halls gives us opportunity to ask any questions we have, and the leadership team makes sure that they goes through the feedback, answers our questions. Similar thing is done through internal blogs. Every update is there, well documented through our own tool Confluence, where the updates are there. You can comment, you can ask questions, and someone will come and answer your questions there. We have opportunity to set one-on-one with any team member, any Atlassian employee, give the context, set up a call, and interact with them. So that is how it works at Atlassian. And similar to Atlassian, what we've seen at community is there is opportunity to interact with the Atlassian team through the monthly coffee chats that we have. Leaders can come forward and give us feedback on program, give us feedback on products, and that's how we keep it very transparent. Leaders are given opportunities to be part of Ask Me Anythings, where they can interact with leadership team, where they can interact with product teams. There is also bi-weekly leader report that is given, like that is sent to all our leaders, where they can read on all the product updates or the community updates that are happening. So these are some of the examples when we saw, okay, COVID has hit and all our physical events were supposed to happen, stopped happening. So what leaders started doing was created a virtual coffee chat sessions for their members, and through that they would be able to interact with their members, network with them, see what's happening in their life, and be there for them. So these we've seen leaders doing it for their own community members. So if you want to attend one such coffee chat, you can explore that at ace.atlassian.com. These are some of the one of my warm and fuzzy moments where I got to meet with amazing community leaders from across Asia Pacific, and we talk about everything from random chit chat to product updates, feedback, and all things Atlassian. So these are some of the moments that I really are very close to my heart. And like I said, when work is open, we unleash the full potential of all teams. And I've seen it happening in community, and I've seen it happening at Atlassian. Now, talking about our next value, which is play as a team, we feel that work should not feel as work. It should be stress-free. So if at any moment a team member feels that he's not, he's feeling stressful, so what we try to do is give them as much leave time they need, give them the space to rejuvenate and come back and put their whole self to work. But for us, what we feel is that at Atlassian, people come first and then comes work. Like that comes people, family, and then comes work. So we make sure that everyone feels at home if they're working with us. So how we do that at Atlassian is by doing team bonding moments. We have done so many coaching sessions within team where we coach comes and we talk about stuff, and we get absolute vulnerable. At the moment, we've cried in front of our team members. I have cried. We have done many Confluence collaboration sessions where, you start a project, you can brainstorm, you can put your thoughts, and you can launch that. So there've been so many such sessions that we have done. We've also done something like building an ikebana, which is like flower arrangement, with our team members. We've done some game sessions with our team members. And at community, we've seen, there is a leader space where they can, interact with other leaders. And those Slack convos, if you see, they are so cheerful, and those are so warm that you'll instantly fall in love with all the leaders there. We also ask leaders to become part of focus group discussions. So that enables us to, understand how we can improve a particular product, or how we can improve a particular process that is running in community. So these are like taking the feedback from the leader, incorporating it, and launching it in the program. These are some of the Slack convos that I mentioned. So one such is run by Erica, who's my colleague. She runs this Friday post where leaders can share their, aha moments, or their, professional or personal accomplishment. And this thread is like, once you read it, you feel all cheerful and motivated for your next week. The other screenshots are leaders cheering each other. So that happens quite a lot in our Slack conversations among the leaders. Then talking about build with heart and balance. So we feel that, like I told you, like whether you are building a birdhouse or business, just think, just measure twice and cut once. And so how this value comes into picture is when we try to make fun at work. We give utmost importance to work-life balance. So if a person is like working, is not feeling well, you can take as many leaves as you want. There's no like upper cap on the leave. Just inform your team, just put that out of office page, and we can like the person can come back to it once they are feeling better, and they can resume on their task. In the past, when COVID situation was happening and in India was in a lockdown, there were some projects that their timelines were extended. Some projects, they were given to other teams so that we deliver it on time, but do not, stress the employees on, finishing and putting deadlines for them. So with that, the team is very flexible. Like if you're going through something, just let them know and they'll figure it out. At community, we've done these leader workshops. We've created games and wellness sessions so that leaders come out of that stress situation and feel that they are at home, and they feel that they're part of this big family, which is Atlassian family. These are some of the happy moments. You can see Sajit right there. So initially when COVID was started, we were all stressful, like how, we are going to cope with the situation. So we did some game sessions. We played Ludo, we played Scribble, we played so many other games. And it was such a fun time interacting with leaders and, just having that chill time. And all were so engaged. And the other picture that you see here is from one of our wellness session, where we did cyclic meditation and yoga for our leaders. And leaders took it, they felt that they want to do it for their own community members, so they took it from there and they delivered those cyclic meditation session for their own chapters. This is our internal Trello board, which is on our which is part of my weekly call. So everyone from my team comes forward and puts a GIF, which is under the how does everyone feel. So what we do basically here is rather than talking about work priorities, we talk about how everyone is feeling on the team. We feel that this is very important because we are on the same team. And if we do not know how the other person is feeling, we might not be able to reach out to them. We might not be able to, tell them that we are there to support them. So we feel that putting those GIF out there, maybe just saying that I'm not feeling well this week, I don't feel like working. So we are very open when we come to these weekly meetings. We let the team know how we are feeling, and these are genuine feelings. And on the left side, we talk about what are the true norths that we feel would make us achieve our best. So happiness, belonging, fulfillment, freedom. So these are the things that is in front of us, so that whenever we are approaching our team member, we know, okay, how to reach out to them so that they feel at ease. The other example that we also follow, because remote work has made us a little bit distant. So how do we overcome those? So for that, we have this user manual. You can also find these as a template in Confluence, or you can visit the team playbook on atlassian.com and you'll find that. But basically what it tells you is like, it's your user manual, how you want to interact with your team. You can write your preferred working hours, write what communication method you prefer, whether it is Zoom or you want to have a Slack conversation. How do you want to receive feedback? What are the things that you're struggling with? So maybe you're procrastinating things. So write those down so that it is like an open manual where someone would if someone wants to reach out to you, they know, okay, how to reach out to you and what to expect. These are some of the things that we follow as a team. We also, as a company, there's an initiative called Pledge 1%, which is we contribute 1% of our annual profit, 1% of employee time, and 1% of company equity to the foundation. Along with that, every employee gets like gets four foundation leave so that they can contribute to the society. Now coming to a very important value, I feel this one is very important. It is be the change you seek. And why it is important, like whenever we see a particular product or whenever we see a particular blog, and if we feel that there is some change that would make it look better, in Atlassian, you can go ahead and you can, edit that page, and no one will, ask you why, because they know why you did it. So if you want to make the change, you go ahead and do the change, and you are the owner of the change that you've done. So it eliminates the possibility of complaining about anything. Go ahead and make the change. If you think this project is not good enough, go and make the change. And there's also this Ship It program or Ship It that we do internally. So every quarter there is a Ship It, 2 days are blocked for Ship It. So every employee, if they're interested to contribute to a project, or they want to maybe create a new feature in Confluence, let's say. So what they do is they create the project name, ask for what type of support they need so the team members can join it. And for 2 whole days, they work on it and ship it basically. So they deliver the whole feature, or they deliver the whatever they've started with the agent with. So once it is shipped, basically they're rewarded basis on the how good their project was and how much votes they've got for that project. So all these so this is one of the most innovative way in which we produce new features, many products have come out of Ship It. So it's really an important tradition at Atlassian. We also feel like if someone reaches out to us, we feel that seek first to understand. rather than coming to a conclusion, or rather than thinking otherwise, just listen to the person and then take your next step. And always assume positive intent. This particular value is like, if someone is reaching out to you or complaining about something, just see the positive side of it. Like, what if it was how the person is saying it should be? So always assume the positive intent and try to respond it in that manner, is what Atlassian tells every employee to do. At community, what we have seen is leaders by themselves, they create these community roundups where they pull out all the important all the important articles, all the important announcements, and put it in in a roundup post, so that it's easy for all the members reading. They can just grab that article and read through it. Leaders have also come forward to become part of early access programs, where they provide feedback to new product launches, and their feedback is we feel that they are the experts, and we give their feedback importance. Then there are also opportunities for them to provide community program feedback. So if they ever feel that there's needs to be a change, so they are always welcome to share that. We talked about ShipIt. So these 24 hours or 48 hours are scheduled for each employees to ship something creative, innovative. This value, which is don't have the customer, is very important. We feel customers are our lifeblood. Without happy customers, we are doomed. And so we feel that every customer is important. So they come first for us. And how we achieve this is basically by keeping all our communication open and transparent. And whenever, even at community, if we have to communicate something, we are very upfront and honest about why this is happening or why this is not happening. And that has really helped us to create that bond of trust with the community members and the community leaders. There's also opportunities to do ask me anythings with the leadership. Two such examples are happening right next week. So if you want to participate in that, one is Cameron, who is our Chief Revenue Officer. He is doing an AMA. So feel free to join that Zoom meeting and ask him questions. Another AMA is happening with Jason, who is the Confluence Group Product Manager. So he's doing another AMA. So join that. So these opportunities come very often on the Atlassian community, which is at community.atlassian.com. So if you feel you want to be part of AMAs, you want to interact with the product teams or interact with the leadership team, feel free to join these AMAs. So we feel that the strength of the team in each individual members, the strength of each member is the team. So team building and each individual is very important at Atlassian. And now talking about where you can start basically. So if you are more inclined towards the online community, if you have questions on Atlassian products, go ahead and write community.atlassian.com, and you can directly go to the Welcome Center. You can ask a question, you can start a discussion. You can also join some of the off-topic groups where they talk about Friday Fun Post or Miscellaneous Monday, or just anything random that comes to your mind and you want community members to chime in. But if you want to just specifically focus on products, then click on the product tab and select the product that you want to ask question on, and submit your answer there. There are other groups as well, like diversity and inclusion, new to Jira, new to Confluence, and Teamwork Lab. So you can join these groups, and there are interesting conversations happening there. Talking about community events, these are solely run by community leaders. So these are free to attend. These are region specific because we are hoping whenever the situation is back to normal, these will be in-person events. So if you are interested to attend these, go ahead and subscribe to any of the chapters that you like. Currently, everything is virtual, so you can pick any city which you like and you can interact with the community leaders there. Or you can select your favorite product and attend the session which is happening virtually at the moment. And sometimes there's a chance to win a swag or win a gift card. So feel free to join these interesting events happening across the globe. Now is the time for Q&A. So with that, Sajid, would you be able to share some of the question and answers?
Right. So a common question is, how can I be part of Atlassian community?
So like I mentioned, there are two ways. One is the online community, one where you can go to Atlassian community.atlassian.com and start with asking questions or start with discussion wherever, like if you want to discuss about products or you want to have an off-topic discussion, you can have that as well. So one is which is like an online forum. The second is event site where you can attend any of these events. Sajid is hosting events in Delhi, so you can attend events in Delhi. You can join the Delhi chapter and you'll see Sajid there, Meghna is there, Deepti is there. So you'll see all the leaders there hosting wonderful sessions, and they also invite many speakers. So if you want to be a speaker in these sessions, you can always contact the host of the chapter and they can get in touch with you. So
just adding on to that, another one is, how can I contact the community leader in my city?
Yeah, so either you can ping me, let's say you can ping me on LinkedIn. If we are not connected on email, you can ping me on LinkedIn and I can put you in touch with them. The other way is to search the city. If you know the leader is from a particular city, there is at the bottom of the screen, you'll find a contact the host button, and that way you can email them. But the quickest way is to just maybe reach out to me and I'll be able to connect you with them. Just mention what specific ask you have and I'll connect you with them.
Perfect. Another one that we have is, are AMAs scheduled for India time zones as well?
Yes, I do make sure that AMAs are scheduled for India time zone. Sometimes if the leadership is in very distant time zone, then it becomes really difficult, but still like 8 p.m. or by 9 p.m. last India time, you can still join them. And if you cannot join them, there's still opportunity to write your question on the community post and you can watch the recording later. So even if you are not able to join at such late time, just feel free to ask your question and we'll pick those questions and we'll ask those questions in the AMA and you can watch the recording for the answers. But I do try to see that we have something for the India time zone specific.
Right. Another one we have, and it's a little bigger one. How does Atlassian community keep unintentional bias at bay while looking at the various community leaders worldwide, like making sure India or Sri Lanka communities get the same exposure as US or Australia?
Okay, so that is basically my job to push forward, whatever is happening in the APAC region. So I make sure that all the leaders, their contribution is valued. We have a very well-built perks and rewards system. So let's say even if you are a leader from India and you are a leader from US, the reward system is same. So if you have done 5 events, you'll get the same reward as the leader who has done 5 events in the US. But internally, when it comes to recognizing a leader, sharing their stories internally, I make sure that I take all the opportunities that I have to highlight my leaders, and that has been my top priority since I've joined.
Perfect. And the question with most amount of votes is, can we throw some light on Summit 22, which was actually asked by me.
Yeah, Team 22 is happening, and it's at the moment they're saying it's going to be in person and in Las Vegas. And I am really expecting that I'll be able to join. Few of our community leaders would be able to join. It will be a hybrid experience, like since we won't be able to accommodate a lot of folks. It would be like a hybrid also, where you can join virtual sessions, but I'm still hoping that nothing goes wrong and we are able to meet in person. So it is happening. We are planning has started, and Las Vegas is the city where it is going to be hosted. I think in coming few months you'll get more updates on that. So be keep checking on the online community and you'll find answers there.
Perfect. Those are the questions that we had, Tamanna. Thank you. Thank you for your session. If there are no other further questions, please reach out to Tamanna on LinkedIn, or you can like ping her on the messaging app on Jira Company website as well. Yep, that's it, I guess, that we have for today. Thank you.
Thank you, Sajid. And I really enjoyed, I would like to end with this, like this last 1.5 years as a community manager has been such an enriching journey so far, that I got to interact with such amazing leaders, such amazing teams. So I feel blessed that I was part of Atlassian. And thank you to our amazing leaders and community members who made this 1.5 years worthwhile. With that, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn at Tamanna Godara. If you search that, you'll find my profile and you can reach out to me. Thank you everyone for joining in and tuning in to JiraCon. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the sessions.